No words. You know,
Hi everyone, I'm Kezzianne and this is How To Foodie Nation, the show that teaches you all the how-tos about Trinbagonian cuisine. Today, Chef Jason is going to teach us about a very sweet and festive treat, Sawine. So let's get cooking.
alright, Kez. Sawine. One of my favorites, especially around the ul-Fitr times.
Yep.
And I know usually when I go down to Shogunas and Canopia, where a lot of my friends and family are, I always given a nice cup of Sawine when I enter their house. So it's a great benevolent gift.
Yes, it
gesture
is.
of kindness. And I thought it would be great to showcase how we make it.
It's a sweet dessert. You'd call it a dessert, right?
It's like a sweet dessert cake. And normally sometimes when you break fast, you have that to finish off. And sometimes you have it as a dessert or after the meal.
Right.
So it's pretty much a sweet treat that we eat all the time here in Trinidad and Tobago, and that's the beauty about it, so we want to share it with everyone.
Okay, let's go.
Great ingredients. We have the vermicelli and the different types of milks, some spices and aromatics.
Okay.
So we're going to get started. First and foremost, I have my pan on low heat.
Okay.
It's very important at this point in time. Reason being is that my vermicelli, I've already had the toasted one.
Okay.
Usually when you purchase vermicelli, it's untoasted.
So why do we need to toast it?
Well, by toasting it, you develop a nice nutty flavor, a nice
Okay.
robust flavor that
Right.
adds to the whole character and the flavor profile of Sawine.
And how long am I toasting it
You
for?
want to do it for like about maybe 8 to 10 minutes on very low heat
Okay.
until it turns this beautiful brown color.
Right.
The beauty about it now is that it's actually sold like this in a pack. So if you get the untoasted one, just want to put it inside there for a while to toast it up in a warm pan.
Okay.
And it should be good to go. But we don't really have to wait that long. As you can see, it's already in there. It's toasted. So you just want to pass it around just like that. And as mentioned, this is low. I want to bring it up to a little more, to low to medium right now.
Yeah.
And we're going to get started. So I have some full cream milk inside here.
Right?
Put that in gently. To that, I also would like to add evaporated milk.
Okay.
Difference between types of milk. This is full cream milk, and this is evaporated. It's a little sweeter.
Right.
It's
A little thicker.
Thicker, correct. Also,
Okay.
so it adds to a great body of the Sawine. So we're going inside with our evaporated milk now. Yeah. Now to that, we need to thin it out a little bit.
Okay.
And this is where the water comes in. So you want to
A
add some of that
little
for me?
bit of water.
So what we're essentially doing is, actually you could put all. What you need to do here really and truly is allow the strands of the vermicelli to gelatinize, to swell.
Okay.
You want it to cook. Rather than just boil it in water, which some people do, I pretty much prefer to put it in the milk so it absorbs that great sweetness and the spices that we have.
So it begins to kind of meld together with the flavors
Correct.
of the milk.
Yeah. I mean, you could boil it separately and then add your milks after, but pretty much I like when those strands just absorb all
in.
that sweetness.
Got it.
Speaking about sweetness, let's get into the sweet part.
Condensed milk.
This is the main sweetener that we're using inside there right now. Some people would use sugar inside there.
Okay.
But something about the condensed milk works well for me, because not only does it add to the thickness of the dish, it also adds a nice gloss and a nice sweet product at the end.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of preference. Now there are many ways to make Sawine.
So, chef, if you don't use condensed milk and you don't use sugar, maybe honey, or is that a no?
Honey works very well. It's a nice thickening agent inside there also. It does add to the whole body of it.
Okay.
Nevertheless, but honey could be a little more expensive than the condensed milk or even
True.
sugar. I mean, if you have an aviary and obviously access to a lot of honey, by all means. We gotta be very careful because honey would actually start to turn color and it may get a little darker very quickly.
Okay, got
Right,
it.
so condensed milk inside
Yes,
there. Let's go with our
next.
aromatics. Can you put some of that fresh ginger inside there?
Sure.
Ginger's gonna add a little bit of nice warmth inside there, nice comforting feel. Something a lot about desserts always have ginger inside it, so that's very good. And then let's go with our cinnamon and cardamom pods.
Cinnamon.
Yeah,
The
so
stick, no powder.
No powder at this point in time. Sometimes when you put the powder, it can be quite dominating. So I just want a nice subtle flavor, and I just want to put this to meld inside there and then
Okay.
fuse lightly.
Got it.
Go on. Cardamom
And
pods.
Cardamom. This is what the pods look like.
These are what they look like. They're these little pods.
But chef, can't I get this in a powdered form?
You can. It's actually called elaichi powder.
Okay.
So the pods are broken and the little seed inside is grounded, and it's
Yeah.
known as I mentioned, elaichi powder, used a lot in desserts, barfi, parasad, sweet rice, you
Yeah.
name it. So
So if I see elaichi powder in the supermarket, this is what
this is
I'm
what
getting.
it is. This is what you're
The
getting.
powdered form.
The powdered form. That is the seed that is inside of the pod. So you crack the seed and you remove the seed. Then you grind it, elaichi powder.
Okay,
These
got
are
it.
cardamom pods. So
Got
again,
it.
light flavors. So just give it a nice subtle undertone if you get where I'm coming from.
Sure.
Speaking about
Next.
light, subtle undertone, nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
A little bit goes a long way, Kaz.
We have to be careful with this nutmeg, no, chef?
Yes, because if you put too much nutmeg inside there, it just turns the dessert into a whole different direction.
Right.
So a little bit goes a long way, and anyone who has used nutmeg would definitely tell you that nutmeg is great. It's nice and warm, adds that little undertone inside there, and you're like, what is that flavor I'm tasting? You could have really
Nutmeg.
figured it out. It's nutmeg. All right. So
What's next?
vanilla essence.
A must.
A must. You could easily add almond essence inside there. Also, pretty much it's anything with preference. As mentioned, Sawine
your
is-
taste.
It's all about Sawine. People make it in so many different ways. I know people who add peanut butter inside here.
Really?
For a different flavor profile. So it's pretty much something that you could experiment with.
Okay.
Here on How To, we just more or less show you an idea or give you a concept. And you can then build upon it and make it your own. And that's what cooking is about. Last ingredient we want to put is some salt.
Okay.
You
Just
know why?
a little to balance out the sweet.
Correct. Something about that new neutral flavor. When you taste salt on the palate,
Yes.
it just wakens up the sweet taste buds on it. So
Okay.
you get the distinction between salt and sweet. So what we want to do, Kez, is just mix it up nicely, and you're going to leave it uncovered, and you want to let this come to a slight simmer. Maybe take about 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
This allows all the milk and the spices to just infuse into each other, and obviously allows the vermicelli strands to swell.
Okay. Sounds
So,
good.
Let's leave it for a little while, and we'll come back to it.
Sure.
So Kez, as you could see what's going on here, we're at that point where we've seen light bubbles breaking the surface, and that's exactly what we want. Maybe like about 4 minutes went by,
Yeah.
and we're still on that low to medium heat. So check out how beautiful that looks. You can actually see,
Yeah, all the bubbles are coming in.
and that's very, very important. So what we need to do now is, give me a stir here now.
Oh, sure.
Right, and at this point in time, you just want to make sure everything is evenly distributed inside there. And I need you to add some sultanas inside there.
Sure.
Obviously, when making sawine, raisins, sultanas go inside there also. Any other ingredients you know about?
Those colored mixed things, chef, that you find in sweetbread. What do you call those?
Mixed peel.
Mixed peel.
Usually the peels of lemons and oranges or even dried fruits, you put it inside there and it adds really good color variance. I've just more or less opted to go with the sultanas today. But by all means, you could feel free to experiment with it. As mentioned, people put all different fruits, they put peanut butter inside there. It adds really great flavor profile. And again, you could build on it
Yes.
and make it your own. So at this point, guys, our sawine, say, what you were saying earlier on?
Is it Sawine? Say wine?
I'm accustomed with sawine.
Sawine?
Some people say sawine.
Which wine, guys? Tell us. What do you say? Pronounce it for us in the comments. Is it, and give us a little help with the pronunciation. Is it sa wine, say wine,
say wine.
sa wine?
As you can see, it's back up to a bubble. We want to leave this for about 6 to 7 minutes on medium heat now.
Right?
And then pretty much we come back and we taste it, and our say wine,
We
sa
get to
wine
eat.
should be ready. Okay, great. So I think we're pretty much in a gear there. Obviously, the
Yeah.
proof is in the pudding.
So can we taste?
Or in this case, the sawine. Yeah, so you want to taste it. Make sure that it has the right sweetness and the vermicelli is cooked through. So let's try this. Comforting. It's nice. You know, the strands are perfect. It's perfectly cooked inside there. It's not just sappy or overcooked. It has
Chef.
texture.
That nutmeg, that's a little bit going a long way. It's good. It's good.
And again, a little bit of the vanilla essence.
It's warm. It's nice.
It's the ginger you're getting also too.
I like it. I think we're good.
Let's
Can we
put-
bowl up?
Let's bowl up. Let's do this.
Okay, good.
Perfect. Good to go. Doesn't it look good?
It looks good enough to eat, which I'm ready to do.
Guys, when you make your sawine, just like porridge, it tends to get a little thick sometimes because it is milk based and you have the strands of the noodles inside there which
Right.
absorb. So just change the consistency a little bit. You can add a little water, a little bit of milk inside there. There's no wrong way of doing it. Pretty much adjust it to how you like. It's up to your preference. So, time to garnish this up.
Yes.
And what we have here is just some slivered almonds, a little bit of crunch. I didn't want to add it in the beginning because it would have just broken down and got soggy. But by adding it at the end, you get a little bit of crunch.
Chef, is there anything else I can put on this? Because I've seen maraschino cherries before.
Maraschino cherries have worked very well as a garnish coming down to the end. I suggest do not cook it because it tends to turn the milk pinkish or red.
Pink is nice.
Well, I guess so. More or less like your color of your outfit. There you go. So, and you're good to go. So, maraschino cherries work well. If there are any other ingredients that you know about in terms of garnishing or into your sawine that you use, let us know. Comment.
Yes, please tell us. How do you like your sawine? So, Chef, can we?
Well, this is the time I'm waiting for. Let's do this. Do you want to dig in? Make sure you get a little bit of the almonds on top.
And the
Oh
raisins.
my lord. No words. You know, there's a textural experience. The noodles inside there, the
It's
almonds.
so good.
It's so comforting with the richness of the cream, the sweetness, the condensed milk, the nutmeg, the ginger, the cardamom. Guys, you need to try this. This is definitely one of my favorites, and I hope that you do try it. And the recipe is pretty easy to follow and simple. What do you say?
This is my bowl, so you can't eat any more.
This is your bowl? I just figure you bowl.
Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to tell us how do you like your Sawine. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.